So let's continue with possible one Lunar Industries. Good evening everyone on Twitch, we're live. Hello to the ladies and gentlemen on YouTube. Then let's continue. We are here traveling on the surface of the moon and have just commissioned a ship. I think it's bringing food. Or it was the previous rocket that brought us food. I'll let it keep running. The reconnaissance module has no power. Because they don't... Why not? Why doesn't it have any power? Is there anyone among you who play this yourselves and know why it doesn't have power? We have enough power here. Consumption 44, production 40. We don't have enough power, alright. We just need one power plant. We had enough. Then WB expanded. Now we have enough food again. 135. Then the rocket arrived, visible on the horizon. We still need a microreactor. And a scientist has to work in it. Is that possible here? Yeah, right?
Production stopped because of overheating.
There's a problem with the cooling. Cooling 4, heat 0, accumulated heat is being reduced. There was an issue in between, and we're restarting the cooling systems. The heat is going down again. The heat is higher than the cooling, that's not cool. We definitely need more cooling. Is the cooling system running? It has no staff. We'll assign one. It's still not working. Why not? What? They said in the chat he had some event, right? Unfortunately, that's the only mechanic we have. We can't get another one. Actually, we would have the capacity for 3 more. We could build another habitat station. We'll build another living space, which will help spread things out. We could build it here. Then we would, if you watch the mouse pointer up here, later build the corridor. And then, let me show you in a different way. Groundwork corridor, I want the corridor here. Over here, then to the end of the street. Then down here like this and into the gaps. On the left, there's a corridor at the front. You'd need to build that under here as well. Oh. We built that a bit oddly, unfortunately. Unless you can get through here, but it doesn't look like it. That's stupid. I should have built this into the gap. Then we'll just go this way. Down here, we can get through here. We can do that. How many plates do we have? Street road passage still, asks Matza. But the passage on the other hand, that will be difficult. Road passage will be really difficult. Hello, Alpolo Diablo. Thanks for 2 years and for watching. Hi. We'll build a few corridors along here. You can build several by holding the shift key. How many plates do we have? 59. This time I think we need 50. Can I tear something down again? Can I say that I don't want this to be built after all? Do I have a demolition tool? Darn it, I messed up my work here. If I click on that, it doesn't work anymore. There's no demolition tool, but Matze says there is one. Let's see. Do you know where it is? I'll just take a look behind me. It's not behind me. What is the demolition tool? Base delivery orders. Is that under surface actions? Demolish. Take that away again. Like this. Then, check the habitat. Just like this. Or we do it like this. You can run the road at the bottom. You can extend the corridor at the bottom and run it over here to the left.
Production was due to over-extraction. The production was over-extraction.
The production was due to over-extraction. The production was briefly affected by power overload. I could already... Oh, that's the same event as before. Oh, how stupid is that? We actually wanted to assign one manually now. It's back again now. We'll assign that one and get a new one. There's a corridor pass through, Matze says. That means you can let vehicles and people pass through the corridors. That's really cool. Let's take a look at it right away. What are we doing here, guys? Should we assign the crew member again? Let's do it. I'll pause this for a moment. Let's see if we can work with the corridor here. I'll remove this. Then we go along the road here. Do the roads work? Yep, reduces vehicle damage. This way? Let's see if the cold can place a corridor. Crossover bridge increases vehicle speed. Ah, would you build it in here? That's not possible at all. We need more space for installation, and they can't be that close together. Unfortunately, that's not possible. Yes, thank you, Matze. No, you need more space. Thank you, Matze. Very helpful. Unbelievable. That means we have to build them somewhere around here, right? So all this has to be removed again. Here comes the corridor again. Is it placed here? Yeah, right? Is it connected here or not? Apparently not. Building not possible. Space is occupied. Can't build. Space already occupied. Baby has discovered a bug. That's not stupid. We can change the environment here. We can do it like this. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Unfortunately, we discovered a bug because you remove it incorrectly. Now we need to consider how we'll do this. I would have built a road now, since this is a road, as mentioned in the chat. Then it's not a bug after all. It's just me using it wrong. Tear down the road once. Alright. Did I remove it? Now it's being removed and now I can build. No, not a bug. Just being clumsy with the mouse. Production has died. So, and now we're getting even more power consumption. 44 production. 40. That's dumb. Cooling, warm cooling is dumb. This is the living space here. This part up front. We don't have enough power there. A microreactor. 2 microreactors. Lucas is making sure there's more power. Let it run once. Power is with Weiklich. And for the cooling up here. Where's the cooler? It's up here. We just need a few staff members. We can't assign him. He's tied up by an event. That means we need to get another green one. A green one and a scientist. Orders. They're going to delivery for a second. We'll get ourselves a mechanic, Cole or Leah. Once on the outside. Oh. And Sheldon looks a bit different than in the series. But just a little bit. So we'll take these 4. Then we can still load up with plates. We have just 14 plates again. That's unbelievable. Plates again, please. We have a lot of plates in stock. You need them for the corridors. And what else? Everything looks fine. We have enough supplies. Do we still have enough water? Does it say 65? Oh, we make that ourselves from the ice. Great. Plates again. And again. Not enough beds on site. That's not true at all. For 3, oh, we can get 3 more. And this thing here isn't connected to the power grid. We need to fix that, and then we can send the ship off. I'll save real quick. Day 10:10. Let's see how we solve the electricity issue. There's, I think you need a relay. Power relay. Extends the power grid range to nearby buildings. I suspect it's because we don't have enough range. Yeah, the light blue one, that shows where we have range. And not here. That means we set up a relay. Here, it doesn't crash here. Build it once, please. Matze says the power should actually run through the corridor. Let's see if the relay changes that. Yeah, still no connection to the power grid. The power relay is active and operational. I'm still baffled. Why not? Matza recommends tearing it down and rebuilding. What would the rest of the chat say? Rebuild the living quarters from scratch. I hope we get the materials we used back. But tear it down? Rebuild the living quarters. We can't do that. We're missing 5 plates. Those are exactly the ones the ship was supposed to deliver. Unfortunately, we have to. That's really tough now. Unfortunately, we have to go there and remove the astronauts from the delivery. Just so that it works out with the plates. Because we can already have those delivered. That's really tough, honestly. One order of the Vorung.
Production has been restored.
Cooling remains a problem because we're missing the employee. We could already use the time in between. The rocket was just here, right? Great, now the plates are here. Now we'll keep building here. The rocket is here, but it hasn't been unloaded yet. Nothing has been delivered yet, right? Now we can. A living quarters module, a habitat here. Or can we use it here? Yeah, that's pretty janky. What we could do is, in the meantime, we could already send vehicles around to scan things, right? Wonderful. We'll just scan the surroundings so we can get reputation again. Scans are still assigned here. An engineer needs to be assigned for this. And in the recon bay, a scientist is assigned. But remove the assignment. Now let's see if we can swap that somewhere else. A microreactor and also a scientist, a microreactor. He works in both. Wow. What kind of water treatment plant was that? That's an engineer, right? Then let's take this one. Only engineers go there. That's stupid. That means we still need a scientist so that these actions can be carried out. One person can get up to 3 tasks, Matza said. Yes, that's all we can do for now. I couldn't do Recon Bay before, but now it works. Assign an engineer, Lucas. Yes. And now let's see if we can do scans now. Right here. Still not. Because there's no electricity. And we have no electricity because we pulled the engineer away here. Now Penny is here. Still no electricity because we're 5 over on power. That's unbelievable. We need another microreactor but lack the staff.
Deployment complete.
Now we can have the engineers come in. At least the habitat is working. That means we'll get, who works on microreactors? Everyone, right? Everyone goes there. Penny? Now we have enough electricity. Now the reconnaissance bay should actually work as well. Cooling system overloaded, just restart it once. Restart. Now we just need... everything's running, right? I think no one is in the cooling system up here in the front yet. For that we need Vans, and now he's available. Now we've made it. Now we have enough cooling. We're generating 8 heat, 10 is being cooled. Power consumption 48, power production 70. We did it. It's finally stable. And now I think these things here should also be assigned to the wrong astronauts. Anomaly. That must go through intelligence first. Because there's someone named Lucas here. Then let's do it now. How many people can we have delivered? 3 more. That means we'll have them delivered. An engineer, just 1 of each. And we need more plates and scanners. Because we only have... actually, we have 120 cool. We could have some more food delivered to us. How full is the storage? The liquid storage still has a bit of room left. The cargo bay is almost full. We need to build a cargo bay so we can store all of this. I hope the cargo bay doesn't need any staff. Let's see where we can find the cargo bay. Building, yeah. Small cargo bay, doesn't need any personnel. Consumes 8 power. We can easily afford that. Stores unused buildings and deliveries, they probably mean delivery. And that's relatively small. We could put it next to this one here. Can cars even get there? You can put them here. You can put a cargo hold there. Or we can put a road here and build a cargo hold here and one up front. That won't work because I have to turn it like this. Okay, then we'll build 2 road segments. Construction, groundwork, road, access road 1, access road 2. Building. Small cargo hold. So access. Another small cargo hold. Now access. And we probably won't need that yet, so I would wait for a moment first. Let it run. Let's see how much capacity increases. Right now we have space for 643. Let's see what this one does. We have 643 cargo space. Complete.
Complete.
No connection to the power grid. How stupid is that? Come on, I bet we can't just run a power line diagonally across here. I can only tear down the building now. How does the electricity run? Separately through corridors, right? Oh no, that's outside the relay. That's outside the relay zone. Let's see where power is being assigned. Groundwork is the relays. Look where it's always light blue. That's outside the light blue area. Alright. We would have. Phew. You can build one here, right here, and they should be able to drive over the parking lot, right? I hope so. I don't know. Let's take that away again. Demolish it. Demolish it. Well, that's obvious. Let's see what happens if we build one there. Whether they can be reached. No, it's not possible. You know what? We'll just build them. We'll build a relay. Yeah, along the road, then we'll place several side by side here. For example, 3 of them here like this. We'll just build one relay there. Groundwork and power relay. I think they need to be connected to each other. Yeah, you can see it here too. You could build one there. We could put 3 here. Build one, please. By the way, we don't use any electricity ourselves.
Deployment.
Great, and now we'll do the storage stuff. Over here in the front. Well, one storage here. Here, let's go ahead and have the regolith removed. How much regolith is there? Probably too much, right? 173. Then we'll keep it. So we had 643 on. Wow, we have 1,401 now. 1 cargo bay is more than enough. The blue probably shows a road needs to go there, right? Should go there. Not that it has to go there, but it should. Groundwork, access road. One here. Nice. So, and now we wanted to talk about have the delivery sent to us. More employees, right? We need them. And we had for that. We still have space for 3. We plan to get 1 of each for ourselves, right? And then we need new plates. The plates are also 107. We're running low on food. Let's stock up on some food. We have way too much water, yeah. We've collected a bit of hydrogen. We can stock up on some more. We'll eventually need hydrogen for the cooling devices. Notice how close our cooling is to the limit. 8 units of heat are produced and 9 are removed. Alright, let's get on the ship. We'll take one from each of them. 1 Sheldon. 1 Ursula. And 1 Stella. And then up here, a food item for storage. We can have plenty delivered. We have too much water. A hydrogen package could work again, and we could get some plates now. We have a food package. We have spare parts. 50. We use the available space to take them with us. We have 36 dispersion units. We have 34 machine parts. 1 set of machine parts. 1 set of dispersion units. Then we've almost fully utilized everything. We have a good amount in reserve. Let's start it. Our station is slowly coming together. I think I have a... I accidentally displayed the grid, right? Is that the grid? Is that the net? Can I switch it on and off? I'll call it out.
Right.
The rocket is already here. Yes, groceries are here. And now we can... The scout is in operation. Lucas works there. Is there any building where no one is working yet? Guys, we've finally managed to create a stable system. It's working. We only have 56 reputation left. We need to do something about that. But... Central hub, no one needs to be assigned there either. It's working. Let's save that real quick. We finally have something that works perfectly for heat 8, cooling 8, and electricity as well. If we want to expand somehow, we would need even more cooling. That would be the next step. Yeah, there's no other way, if we want to do anything new. I'd say let's get started now, and let's earn more reputation so that we can get new rockets as well. Through these events, Exploration Pioneer and Scan Shackleton. Scanners are combing through the crater for new discoveries. You get reputation bonuses for that, and the Exploration Pioneer. Geological anomalies. Assigned to the wrong astronaut, why is that? Why can't we get them here? We'll need an engineer, and among the scouts we have a scientist. We can't assign the others. But I can't assign the others, not a single one. Remove assignment. Now I can assign an engineer, specifically Stella. And now this should work, right? Yes, now we're getting points. Scout is starting up and scanning. We currently have 54 reputation points. Let's see how much that brings. That should give us 11 reputation points. We have 54. We got 11. The rover's magnetometer readings are rising. We've gotten caught in a lunar vortex. A localized magnetic field that deflects solar wind. And regulates the surface, which, protects the minerals on a surface from weathering. We need to deploy a sensor network immediately to map the field lines. Those are the alternatives. Unfortunately, both are quite small in the German texts. The German texts are always longer than the English ones. We can do one or the other. That gives an industry point, and that gives 10 reputation. Industry points, I think, are research points. But I would say I would go for the reputation first, so that we don't get cut off from the surface. Or should we just do the research now? Because I think we get those in addition to the reputation points. 54. Unfortunately not. Didn't they get extra on top? They got used up just like that. That's a bit frustrating right now. That means we definitely have to do it here. We also only have one scout. Right? Yeah. Next time, when the reputation drops, I would definitely invest in the reputation. There it is. And we're broadcasting a surface tour. We're getting +10. Now we have 62 instead of 52. And now I would like to... For 4 days, we got extra reputation just for scanning the crater normally. That means we uncovered that part. Let's open the surface operations. We can't reveal any more resource nodes, that's not possible. But we can set waypoints for the scout. Decide on the next targets, yes. It can be done once. How far can he go? Not here, but over here. That works. One waypoint, then the next ones. One here at the edge. That works there too. Then one more. Over here! And a scout waypoint. You're the 10. Let's see what happens. Otherwise, everything is okay. Cooling is just barely enough. It doesn't matter. If we expand now, we'll add more cooling and can start building it right away. How fast he's driving along here. Is he following the waypoints? And he didn't even scan, did he? Didn't he scan at all? He just drove to the points, like this. You should know your way around, buddy. You've been scanned. Okay, but please scan here. Can you do even more? He really just went to the points. Actually, he uncovered a bit of water. Take a look. He found some water. That's not true. He uncovered a few things here at the edge. It goes out a bit further here. Let's see how far we can still get at the edge. That's not helping us right now. It's possible that we need to increase the power range using the relays. If we can even scan at all. I'm not entirely sure about that though, but actually they shouldn't get their power through a cable. Instead, they have a charging station. Let's see what happens here. Matze is in the chat. Matze, do you know how to do this? No vehicle. Why isn't any vehicle responding? The vehicle is charging. So I should build the relays. These towers, right? Do they also need heat? I don't think so. Matze means signal towers. Signal towers? You don't mean the power relays? Signal towers? Increase the range. Extends the range of your operating base. Is that what you mean, Matze? Cool, got it. Thank you. Let's give some flowers in the chat for our Matze, who just gave a super cool tip. Flowers in the chat for our Matze, please. Increase reach. Then we'll build them at the very edge. Right here. 1, Here. And there. Then we'll keep looking. And I would go ahead and build the cooling bag. And they need power too, great. Oh, and then we have to build long lines of power relays out there. That's crazy. That's a heck of a lot of work. It says on the front, no power. Okay. Did that even bring us any reputation at all? We don't need to give it to them yet because we couldn't scan it while the power was out. That means we're building industry, groundwork, power relay. One here. One here. This is going to be a bit more difficult. I'll leave that one out for now. We'll take another look at that one later. Hey. Alright, let's go ahead and build it. Who knows if we'll get those materials again. And keep going. It's working. Deployment complete, and it's being built. We had thought about it, because that's the next step anyway, to go ahead and set up another cooling system. Better to have it than to need it. A cool cooling system. Phew, that went fast. We wanted the street here. Huh? Maybe. How did we want to do that again? We wanted to build a bridge like that, right? The road goes underneath, although it works like this too. I think it also works without roads. You can overdo it. It's not that big here. That's in the late game. When you have a lot of regions, maybe then you need a lot of roads, but basically it works like this too, just here. Up there I would extend the corridor, but here we can already start building.
Deployment complete.
In the neighborhood they say it's not called roulette, but rolly. Like Renee, right? Can one of you look that up on Google? For me? How the word is pronounced. I'm likely pronouncing it in French, since there's a rolly in there.
Deployment complete.
Wait a minute. No staff yet. Let's assign some. Well, there you go. Renee. With a long E. Okay, then I'll pronounce it the German way. Raleigh. I'll try to remember it. So, how do we continue up there? How do we get more reputation? Build a workshop and a maintenance building. We need the workshop. Repairing damaged vehicles. The maintenance building is for repairing buildings. That seems to be even more important. Now let's do this here. But first, let's save it.